Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the VocTer Gaming UK Open number 2. This is my first time casting this, and if those of you who don't know what the VocTer Gaming the VocTer Gaming UK Open is, it is a tournament exclusively for UK players, which is being run by VocTer Gaming, aka the vocal terrorist, frequent goer of Manchester Barcraft, and I believe it's 3v3 Media, which is something he did for iSeries, did a lot of interviews on the Manchester Barcraft YouTube channel, so go check that out. I will leave it in the description below. However, this is the first match that I will be casting for the VocTer Gaming UK Open number 2, and spawning in the top right hand corner, playing as the Pink Zerg, playing for Team FM, we have Shibby. No, that's Remnant. Balls, they swapped. Shibby's almost always pink. Ah, oh, damn it. Okay, I'll do the instructions again. So, spawning in the top right hand corner, playing as the Pink Zerg, playing for Team TLRRemnant, we have Remnant. Swing. Yeah, like a boss. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner as the Purple Zerg, playing for Team FM, we have Shibby. Ah, my rotate didn't work. I did accidentally print screen the screen 4 times, so that went well. And we have a bit of a pause from Remnant. Wow, I'm just messing up my hotkeys. It might be because I am horrifically ill. So, very sorry about that. So, if my voice sounds a bit off or I'm hitting the wrong keys, it's because I'm unbelievably ill. But we're going to get into it. Let us bring up the overlays. And this is a ZVZ, and it will be on the wonderful Entombed Valley. So, we're just seeing both players drone up at the moment. Remnant going for the fairly fast hatchery, whereas Shibby has gone for the very early pool and gas. So we'll probably see him go for some sort of speedling aggression, which is a fairly good build. Do some aggression. I'm not one to judge, because I'm a much lower league than them. So much of their builds are going to be way smarter than anything I could pull off, so I'm just going to cast it as the best of my abilities. And Remnant also throwing down his gas, so he's going to be able to get speed and get out any kind of upgrades he needs to try and help defend himself against any early attack Shibby might do. So basically seeing the same build out of both players, with Shibby going for the spawning pool first, and Remnant going for the hatchery first. So Remnant going a bit more economy based, and Shibby playing it a lot safer, making sure that he doesn't die instantly to any kind of early attack, or even going to be able to do some sort of early attack of his own. Not even bothering to get any more gas, he's mined the 100 that he needs and is just beginning to research Ling speed, which is kind of exactly what you want to be doing. Gas isn't really necessary at this point in the game, so he's just going to mine what he needs, and then he's going to send it back to minerals, which is what he needs more. He needs to get out the drones, get out his economy. He's already behind on economy because Remnant already has his second base up. Queen is going to pop on that fairly soon. It's about halfway done on both bases. And I should be on busy. Let me stick myself on that. There we go. So we have the Queen of Shibby heading down to his natural expansion, so he's going to be able to get those injects going the second he is ready. Already managed to get an inject down on the main base, and a second Queen will pop out to continue injecting on that as soon as possible. Whereas if we have a look at Remnant, he already has both Queens up because both his hatcheries were finished in time, and was able to start building the Queen from the second hatchery to cut down on travel time. He now also has a Baneling nest, which is going to help Spinecrawler going down. Sorry, just had to notice that there, a couple of Lings poking in. Spinecrawler is already building though, which is going to keep him extra safe, and the Baneling nest in a really good position. It's going to be able to help him protect his drone line from any kind of early attack like this one. He needs to be very careful, but instead Remnant is going to use these Queens to block the ramp and just rely on this Spinecrawler to try and defend his natural expansion from these Zerglings. There is a Baneling nest going down for Shibby as well, but here we go. Remnant's going to have to move these drones out of the way into range of these Queens. He'll probably rally them through the Queens to try and keep them alive. There are a couple Zerglings out for Remnant. He's engaging here. Spinecrawler is already down though. A couple Zerglings do go down, but all of Remnant's Zerglings go down, but Spinecrawler will be enough to keep these drones alive. Queens now are able to push out. There's only 2 Zerglings here, so the Queens can push forward and kill them off fairly easily. There's really no way these Zerglings are getting out right now, but they may get another drone. Really nice attack there by Shibby. Manages to get another drone kill, so if we have a look there, that's the wrong button. If we have a look there, Shibby has already managed to kill 3 workers, which is actually fairly impressive for this point in the game, while still getting a fairly even unit trade with Remnant here, so that's very nice by Shibby there. If we have a look back at the main base, Shibby's natural expansion is being built up fairly well. He has 2 Banelings here to defend and a couple Zerglings, whereas in his main base he is already beginning to research Lair. Doesn't really have that much in terms of defense, but is researching a lot of gas. So once that lair comes up, he is going to be getting all kinds of upgrades, and there is a spine crawler that's going to help him defend even more. The 2 banelings, a couple zerglings, and the spine crawler are really going to help. Looks like he's planning on going for another little attack, but Remnant does have some banelings here, so he's going to be able to keep this back a bit. Oh, but Shibby, accidentally detonating one of his own banelings there, Remnant. Really unfortunate for him, however. He is able to defend his drone line from the stray Zergling that managed to sneak past. However, I think that's a bit of a waste of a Baneling, but these players just matching each other build for build at the moment. Both players are building a Spire. However, Remnant is throwing down a couple extra Zerglings, whereas Shibby is also throwing down some extra Zerglings, but a bit later, and a lot less Zerglings. So Remnant playing especially safe here, whereas Shibby is going for the Evolution Chamber as well, and the Roach Warren. So we're going to see Roach Muta here out of Shibby, probably with the amount of gas that he has, but we will see, using those 2 buildings as the wall off. Overseer is in the main base, so he's going to be able to see exactly what's going on, and if he wants to, he could throw down a Contaminate if he had the energy, but it doesn't look like he does. No buildings have had a Contaminate go down on them as of yet, so he's just going to move this out of the way, save the energy, move the Creed off creep though, so it might not get back in time for the inject, but I think it probably will, because the creep isn't a huge amount away. But there's a bit of a Ling dance in the center of the map here, with Remnant having to flee from Shibby's far superior Ling count. Does Remnant have any Banelings back home? He actually doesn't, so this could be really unfortunate for Remnant. He's morphing in a lot of Lings right now, because he realizes he's in so much trouble. I'm guessing Remnant must have lost a lot of Lings earlier on, but Remnant's Queen gets caught out here. He's going to try and trap these Lings though, moving in, gets us around on a good chunk of them, but Shibby is using the rest of his Lings to try and kill off the building base of Remnant, but Remnant's Ling count is far superior, and he's going to be able to clear this out fairly easily. A Baneling explosion goes off on something. I'm not sure whose Baneling that was, but it was a very nice defense. Remnant still has enough and able to defend this. Both players beginning to production of the Mutas. 8 on the way for Shibby, with 6 now on the way for Remnant. And Shibby's already has quite a few out though, so he's going to easily be able to clear up these Lings. And Shibby just seems to be ahead in all kinds of economy right now. He has enough to start building roaches as well. He's building 20 Lings though. He's getting roach speed just in case, and the Zerg missile attack. So he's going to be able to do some serious damage and probably just tech 2 roaches after this Muta attack. Whereas Remnant is stuck on Ling Baneling Muta right now, which isn't really where it wants to be when his opponent has a superior Muta count. He's moving back his Lings. Here comes Shibby to try and deal with it, but same situation again. But here we go, the superior Muta count is in favor of Shibby at the moment, but Remnant coming in with reinforcements, easy going to be able to drive this back, and he has just enough Lings to win the ground battle as well. The home reinforcement helps as well. And we're seeing Shibby build a couple more Mutas to try and stay alive. He is ahead in supply and does have his 3rd base up and running. Remnant has only just got his up and running, so they're fairly even in that count. However, Remnant's army appears to just be in a much better position right now. He's able to kill off all these Lings really easily. He's going to get a couple Overlords as well. That supply box Shibby, which is catastrophic. That's a lot of Mutas though popping out for Shibby right now, and the advantage is definitely in his favor. Remnant's going to have to get out of there if he wants to keep all of those alive, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to retreat. A couple more Mutas for Remnant are going to just regroup with his main group at home. Remnant just losing so many Mutas right now, not paying attention at all. Small Ling engagements in the middle, but Remnant's easily going to win those. Shibby though, the Mutaflock, doesn't choose to chase all the way. It's just going to chill and head back home in order for defense, which it might actually catch out this group of Lings that are heading in for a counter-attack right now. Yep, they do. They're going to get a couple good hits off on that, and will easily save this 3rd base if that's where these Lings are going. They're going to try and get a couple drones. I'm not actually sure they got any though. They have all on low health, but if we have a look, nope, it does look like Remnant has been able to get 5 drone kills at some point in this game, and Shibby finally destroying his rocks to his 3rd base. Remnant regrouping with what is quite technically a fuck ton of Muters getting ready for another attack, grouped his Zerglings underneath. If we have a look at the unit count right now, we can see that the Muter count is in favor of Shibby, but only just. But the Ling count is very even, so this is getting very close. 2 Banelings though for Remnant, so this could be the overriding difference, but they are just back home defending right now. It's all going to be about how the players engage here. Remnant is starting to pull ahead in the Muter count right now. It's all about where they engage. Ling's beginning to plummet for Remnant, but he's still ahead, but only just right now. It's going to be all about the engagement. Fairly good split there by Remnant, but it's not a huge deal in this situation. Queen goes down, but he's going to end up fighting with small clumps of Muters against a much bigger clump, which is exactly not what he wants. Roaches out for Shibby, which help a bit against the Lings, but this Muter fight is going to be what wins it. Both players not willing to engage yet. 3 Muters are going to get picked off here by Shibby. That's not ideal for Remnant at all. He is just killing off Overlords right now, but here's the engagement. Who is going to come out on top? Ling's coming in for Shibby. It looks like he has won the ground battle, but Remnant is decimating him in the air battle. Overlords all just gathered around here trying to stay safe. Remnant easily wins the air battle. More Lings streaming in for reinforcements, but Shibby has so much on the ground battle. Remnant is having to pull back his Muters to try and help deal with this, and he's easily going to be able to win that battle with the support of those Muters, so he's probably going to head in for another attack. Overlords all grouped up. There are Infestors out. They do not have Pathogen Glands, so they're not going to be able to get the Fungals out yet. And we're seeing flyer attacks for Remnant, which is going to be incredibly useful right now. No upgrades on the air for Shibby as of yet. And here we go. We're seeing Infested Terrans go down, which are going to be especially helpful. But Remnant just bypassing straight past them. There are a lot of Spore Crawlers down, so these Muters take a lot of damage. Remnant trying to position them so he can pick off the Infestation Pit. And he is going to get it. Lings are slowly being killed off, but the Muters are what's dealing the damage. And down goes the Infestation Pit. And there's pretty much no air left for Shibby right now. It's all mostly been killed off. It's all down to these Infestors, none of which have enough energy for Fungal, which is not ideal at all. A couple of Infested Terrans going down, but that doesn't matter, because Remnant can just fly on out of there and go pretty much where he wants, especially to this base. However, it does have quite a few Spore Crawlers down and another Infestation Pit building, which is why these Lings are going to attempt to come in and kill it off. Remnant using his Muters to try and kill off the Zerglings of Shibby, so we can send his Zerglings into here. The only Spine Crawlers on very low health, so he's easily going to be able to get that. And there's no reinforcements here to really help, using the Muters to cut off any reinforcements here. These Zerglings are just going to wipe out everything right now, and if they decide to focus on that Infestation Pit, that's catastrophic. A Baneling does go off there. There is also a Roach, but that will go down eventually. Spore Crawlers slowly being killed off as well, so these Muters can just come in. Roaches, the reinforcements, are just being murderized by these Muters here. Pathogen Glands on the way for both players, but Remnant's production tab is just in so much of his favor, and he has almost double the supply of Shibby now with the amount of harassment he's been doing. If we have a look at the Workers Killed tab, after that it's 32-3 in favor of Remnant right now. That hatchery does go down as well as the Infestation Pit. There was a second Infestation Pit built hidden for Shibby though, so that is very useful. But Remnant coming in with those Muters doing some more damage, and here come the Lings. Only 1 Spine Crawler and 3 Queens. The Infestors I think they have enough energy for Fungals. It looks like that's what he's going to try and do right now. And there was a Fungal, very nice Fungal there, which is some serious damage, and big clumps of Lings going down. But he's wasting these Fungals, which means they can't be used on these Muters. 20 more Lings in production for Remnant, with 9 Roaches for Shibby on the way to try and help defend against this. Good burrow micro here from these Infestors though, just owning everything right now. And good micro here from Remnant, keeping all these alive, just picking off little buildings with this force. But Shibby, the fact he has burrow is just being so dangerous with these Infestors now. The Lings are just going to go straight over though, and that's the main defense here for Shibby. But there's so many Roaches right now. Remnant has actually dropped in supply quite a bit, and Shibby is catching up severely. Remnant needs something stronger than what he has really to help deal with this. He's sending the Muters, but if one Fungal gets down on those, then they are all going to die with the chain Fungals. 16 more Lings in production for Remnant to try and help survive this for Infestors. He already has Pathogen Glands, and he's getting upgrades for his Zerglings. Here come the Muters, but there's the Fungal. Gets a good clump of Banelings coming in, hitting the Roaches, but there's not enough by the looks of it. Shibby may have just won this, coming back from behind. Cat's a huge line of drones. Let's see how this goes though. Infestor goes down without getting a single Fungal. That's catastrophic right now. As we said before, Pathogen Glands is already complete. This base is definitely going to go down, and Shibby has taken a big supply lead right now. He's taken a 20 supply lead. Infestors are just being so useful right now for Shibby. These Roaches will easily take down the third base. Remnant, it looks like he's going to just go to the other side of the map and try and counterattack, but he has so many less units than Shibby right now, and there's already Spore Crawlers up, which make these Mutas fairly useless. This is now the base race right now, and Remnant doesn't really have anything. If we have a look at the unit count, he has 17 Lings, 3 Mutas, and 3 Infestors, whereas 18 Roaches kill off buildings so quickly, as we can see here. Spinecrawler just gets annihilated, Baneling Nest is going down. This is so dangerous right now. The Evolution Chamber is still up somewhere, which means it's still researching that defense for those Zerg, which means they can do that extra bit of damage. Infested Terrans doing some damage to the drones, which are trying to escape. This hatchery will go down as well, though. Infested Terrans in the main, killing off everything, whereas Remnant is taking ages to kill off everything because he doesn't have enough. These Infestors need to be doing something right now, and looks like Shibby has taken this from the jaws of defeat. He's killing off everything Remnant has. Remnant doesn't have enough money for a hatchery. He's not mining from anywhere. More Lings in production, trying to deal his opponent the killing blow, but it's not going to be quick enough because Shibby's Roach is killing off everything so quickly. This is a severe race right now, but it's 18 supply to Remnant to 78 of Shibby, and Shibby does have drones. If he can just get a couple drones out, he wins the game. He can just run away, keep mining for a bit, and just build an extractor anywhere on the map, and that's all he needs to do right now, while these Roaches and Infestors just kill off everything in Remnant's base. He does have a couple extractors left here. Overlord's all chilling over here, but it doesn't matter. Looks like Shibby may be winning this. The Muta's taking ages to kill off this base, and they've rallied over there. Infestors fighting Infested Terrans right now. Remnant has not built his base and is being revealed. He needs to kill off. Shibby defending himself with Infested Terrans right now, and Remnant doesn't have enough. The Lings are all dying to Roaches. All that's left now is these Mutas and a couple Infestors, and GG from Remnant. And this is a best of 3 series though, so we will be seeing the next game of this best of 3 series. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next game.